So I'll probably go Sad Dracula over Jack's Giant, but is it unreasonable to go Muerte just for Bugbears? Is that stupid? I mean, it's stupid, but like, is it stupid or is it like stupid? You know? We're gonna go Sad Dracula though because I like that. It's fun. Ooh, no, these are unfortunately these are just too bad to risk the eeny meeny. We'll just go the Cinderella and Hope here. I don't think we're gonna pause here to cast the eeny meeny. We'll just hope that we get a nice spell next turn and do it. Muerte obviously is great with Bugbear because Bugbear is great in general, so doing more Bugbear things, but then you have to get the Bugbear, obviously, and there's a lot of competition for Bugbear. It feels like other people have also noticed it's incredibly strong. I don't know how. I didn't tell them. Oh, well, we managed to lose the first fight. We got Wonder Weddle, we got a Claws. It's gonna be a pretty weak setup. Loki, Fates, it's Claws. Claws is probably gonna beat us. Unfortunately, so we can cast the spell. I think we just want to cast a spell to tick this, and we'll just grab a mouse. I guess dwarfs did improve, so maybe, you know, you could grab the 2/2 dwarf here, because you can get Princess White on level 3, and if that's the case, you know, you can move right into dwarfs pretty aggressively, so maybe it would have been better just to grab the Fanny. You know, the reason you get mouse is because of the treasure high roll. Very unlikely we win here, just because, yeah, they have, I mean, even if they didn't have buffs, we wouldn't win here, but the fact that they have an early game buff means it's very, very difficult to win. And yeah, I think we're just on a dragon and a Mim. Mim is nice because it sets up a lot of slays. I don't think we've gotten a single slay actually. We'll probably put the characters that we might keep around for a little longer. The mouse isn't really a combat character, so we're not looking to keep it around any longer than necessary. And you know, we'll just try to set up some slays. Hopefully they don't have too many triples already. We have taken a little bit of a beating so far. And hopefully on 3 we'll find some good, you know, nice characters. Maybe a Shadow Assassin, you know, maybe a Bugbear. I'm gonna try to stop talking about Bugbear, but I don't know how I'll succeed. We'll even take a Prince Arthur if we find one, because we'll get a Cinderella upgrade soon. Ooh, a Humpty, wow. Okay, we're gonna lose this fight, but they really took a risk on that Humpty. Oh, they're gonna get the transform though, because they get the 3rd attack of this thing. Oh, Queen of Hearts, probably not bad for what they were going. So here's the princess we were talking about. We don't have any other dwarfs. So if we'd gone the dwarf, this would have been nice. We can transform a Mim into a good character. We can't transform anything else. I mean, dwarfs aren't really the slay characters. I think we're supposed to take this. We're going to take this and a Mim right here. And we're going to try to next turn get something a little stronger. Something like this, I think. Yeah, I mean, this is a very weak board on this turn, but I don't think it was right to go Princess. We could have got Romeo instead of Wicked Witch, or we could have sold something for the Romeo to have a good character to buff. We could pause here to grab that good character, to transform a good character. Oh, they actually have a pretty weak board, right? Oh, that was tough for us, though. So we'll lose this fight. Oh, no. Yeah, them taking our backline was tough. Oh, so we're taking a lot of damage early. Okay, we get an upgrade, or a... What do you call it? Roll. Huh. I wonder, are we just supposed to upgrade that? It's so... No, we gotta go something like this, right? We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna pause here. Next turn we'll grab the upgrade. Eventually we want to get this. Yeah, we have a pretty weak board. We need to find another good character to take advantage of this good witch. But the situation we're in right now just doesn't allow us a lot of flexibility. You know, we have a support up front. It's just playing an 0-3 right now. So, you know, It's a little bit of a tough start, but sometimes you sort of have to play your way out of bad starts. We haven't seen any Shadow Assassins. That's been a little down, although I don't think we've got enough slays for it to be a huge deal. You know, our goal here is just to let this attack. You know, maybe get a slay if it does, but buff these and hope that we can carry a fight just based on this attack. So them having a Queen of Hearts means it's pretty unlikely. Although we do get a second attack off this thing, which is pretty wild. You don't see that very often. Yeah. Down to 20 already. Wow. I don't think it's worth grabbing this here, right? There we go. Something along these lines. Supposed to sell it for this thing? I think we're supposed to sell. Is the dragon any good here? What if we sell the dragon and get an earthquake? No, we'll keep it. It's tough to tell. It might be better to sell. Because getting these two to be the first things attacking seems very good. We could sell the Cinderella. Cinderella produces a 4-drop treasure. I don't know if 4-drops are that good. I think we're going to keep this, but I am sort of wary of this setup. Against a Loki who's very strong early game. Although we're sort of in the mid game. Loki's still strong mid game, but you'd think that we'd pick up some strength at some point, but we're really sort of wandering. Okay, so the Chupacabra has been changed. That's actually the first time I've seen it, and it just provides a buff to the things behind it. Oh, this thing is getting a lot of spawns. Every time something dies, this gets a nice spawn. Oh no, we're gonna lose this fight. Oh wow. Ah, that was so close. We just can't afford to be taking damage. No, we don't have that many princesses. Okay, we do have a Shadow Assassin. Grab that. Can we reasonably get a Hippocampus here? What do he gets now? Like a Friendly Spirit. We put this back here. Put this up here. Something like this. Guess we want something more like this, right? Try to buff the range character. It was super weak. They could be at 5. They could. Oh, we've played against UWU before. We're very weak. We're struggling a lot at the start of this game. We're just hoping to get some slays. Do something. I feel like we want to cast this, but I don't know on what. Well, they managed to get a slay with their 2-cost card. That's pretty wild. Okay, so we're getting some slays though. That was a nice hit for us. We'll get another slay. And we'll finish them off. Okay. So I think this is just a 4/4, but okay, and we'll get a 6-drop treasure here. Yeah, we'll just take the Ivory Owl, right? The plus 100 attack isn't going to be that good, but the Ivory Owl this early seems really strong. And what does this spell give us? Mostly nothing. But we could... So we can basically go up a gold. We're going to sell something to go up a gold. I wonder if... So we go up... So we have 2 gold. We can go up a gold, end up with a Medusa. Is that worth it? We'd sell a dragon, put this here. Or do we just sell a mim and grab a chicken? Sell the mim and grab the chicken. I don't think we need the Medusa, right? Oh, we should probably put something back on the board. No, I don't think we need something here. Our board's gonna grow pretty quickly, which is nice. Actually, a Medusa that grows is pretty strong, right? Yeah, it is. Let's do that. And can we shift everything a little bit? No, we want these to attack early too. What am I doing here? Yeah, this is a little weird, but I think this is the best thing for us. Oh no. Well, that's not what we're looking for, obviously. We do need to take down that Cupid, otherwise we're in trouble. There we go. They'll get a sleigh off here, which gives them a big horse, or stag. I don't know why I called it horse. Wow, so they are playing dragon and they have a treasure map, so that could get pretty big. Definitely take another shadow assassin. Could get more sleighs. I don't think that's what we're going for, though. Take a chicken just in case. I always say just in case, and I never know why. Take the free roll, because it triggers this thing. Take the first attack. If you're building sleigh stuff, getting the first attack is, you know, nice. And yeah, let's do this. Sell here. Grab chicken. Ranged backline get bigger. Character in your front row dies. I think Sting is just great. You know, we have first attack and we have Slay. Ooh, we could even grab a... something like this seems like our strongest board for the moment. If we had one more gold, we'd be selling for the Adventurer. And we'd just be going, you know, trying to level up. I mean, we're going to hit 5, so we could only level up a little bit quicker. But I think that little bit could be the difference. I think eventually, you know, we'd like the Medusa to be ahead. So if the Medusa gets to the point where it slays, it's going to be a 7/7. So when it attacks an 06 statue, it will slay it. And it will continue to grow and get bigger. And our range characters getting bigger is great. Wow, they have some big stuff in the back, though. Taking out that was really important for us. Okay, that was good for us. Yeah, we win this fight. Wow, they have a very... I mean, they're at level 6 already. Yeah, they have a really strong board. We really snuck away with this. There was a bug earlier with Medusa keeping things transformed. We want Baba Yaga? Probably, right? We don't really have Slade, although yeah, it makes these grow a lot faster. We don't need this in the back anymore. Yeah, we'll grab it. Baba Yaga is usually good with, you know, Sad Dracula. Does casting this do anything? We get an upgraded 4-drop. Okay, greedy is probably not what we're looking for, but I think we can get a nice setup like this, maybe. Put this in front, something along these lines. Yeah, that seems fine. I mean, the buffing on the greedy is not great. The stag is obviously better here, but we were taking a chance on getting a 4-drop that was a little better. It might be better to do this, right? Because we don't necessarily need the Shadow Assassin to... We don't need the Medusa... What am I trying to figure out? I was thinking of something that made a ton of sense at the time, but that time was long ago, it turns out. It's weird that none of the sarcophagus it's unfortunate none of the sarcophagus hits are hitting this greedy. I think we managed to get no hits on the greedy. We did crush this person, which is nice. Get another Baba Yaga. I think we'll take a health here, honestly. Well, we did get some greedy hits, and I just wasn't paying attention. I mean, obviously, never bet against me not paying enough attention. Well, can we trigger this early? Because I think a 5-drop is really nice for us. That's 20. Oh, okay, for the first one. Do we need this thing in the back anymore? No, probably not. You'll do something like this, right? Oh, is it worth it to put another Baba Yaga in? So the Loki was really strong at some point. I wonder if they still are. We could go like this. This means it just needs a single slay. I'll put the second as Shadow Assassin. We'll go something like this, maybe? Yeah, that seems like it could be better. And you know, we'll even sell 1 gold to buy a spell. We really don't want to get knocked out here. We don't want to lose either, but we really don't want to get knocked out. Because as long as we're in, I think... Oh, we'll put the bigger one in. Okay, make sure... Yeah, see, we gotta pay attention to those things. Yeah, I think this buff is better. Because this will get 2-2 at the beginning of the fight, and then if we just slay a single thing, this will trigger. In the 5-drop treasure, Harvest Moon, I think it's Harvest Moon, is really good with Sad Dracula, because our entire front line would get a buff. If we can get a big ranged character, we might have a shot here. Yeah, if we can just hit for, you know, 60 per attack or whatever. Yeah, we'll take him down. Nice. So he's just getting lucky. It's a big part of this game is luck. Supports affecting everything seems good when we have these supports. I think it's better than... It's probably better than the 10 attack. I don't think we're going to pay here. Just triple the Yaga. Harvest Moon. I think it's better than the first attack. So we'll just get the Medusa to attack twice. Although, yeah, maybe the first attack with a double attacking Medusa is the best thing, you know, in the business. So whatever's in the back doesn't get 2 attacks. It's important to note. This will get 2 attacks wherever it is because it has Slay naturally. Something like this, I think, is our strongest board. And we can sell something to buff the Medusa's health. Something along these lines, I think, is the strongest thing. Yeah, maybe the first attack is better than the... I guess it's the Ivory Owl was the other thing we've been talking about. Even though we took out 2 things with that, they still have a pretty strong board that we need to worry about. We did just get 2 extra gold, though. Yeah, having ranged attackers attack twice, though, is, as you can see, very, very powerful. And our supports are hitting everything. Mainly the Baba Yaga giving triple slays, which meant that these are growing very, very fast. I think we just want to find more Medusas if we can. See what this is as a 5-drop. Doesn't really do much, but it does have a slay ability, so it does attack twice. That was an interesting change they made. Yeah, we'll take one of these, make them big. We're gonna skip though. Like I said, working for Medusas. So we're gonna go like this. Our Slay characters. So this has Slay. We actually, it doesn't matter where we position this because all the good characters, including the Medusa now, gets the buff. We'll take the chicken, just in case. Again, I don't know why I keep saying that, but yes. So we only have one Shadow Assassin. Having one range as opposed to two is worse. It does allow us to consolidate a little bit. And this is giving buffs to 3 characters. This is giving buffs to 4. And this does have a Slay, so it will attack twice if we get the back line. And what it does now, oh, it's upgraded, so it reduces the costs of your spells by 2. So we might have really low cost spells if we manage to get some Slays off with that. Wow, yeah, we're gonna crush them here. They had a very weak board. I don't know, maybe they just got a Grail and they were still trying to figure it out, or maybe they ran out of time, but that was a little bit wild. We could let's just cast this spell. Oh, this is actually a mage gets buff, that's interesting. And we're just looking for Medusas. Not even bothering with this. We could grab... Shoulder Fairy is not good enough. One of the things with this game, right, is you'll sit here and you'll talk to yourself and you'll say, I'm just looking for Medusas. And then what you'll do is you'll go around and buy things that aren't Medusas. And what you'll learn is, just buy the Medusas. Usually when you're in between rounds, you know, when you're thinking clear, you're able to figure out your plan, and then in between that, you get yourself all confused and you start buying silly stuff. And what you should do is just buy the strong stuff. Just buy the stuff you were looking for in the first place. Right here we're going to... I mean, our weakest character is Lancelot. You know, because the Slay thing doesn't do a ton. You know, if this ever triggers, it's tripled. And, you know, it gets this one as well. And it attacks twice, so if they have like a weak front line, that's great. But we're mostly just trying to get Medusas to attack twice. And just, you know, if we had a front line of all Medusas, we'd be very happy. So let's try to find that. Oh. And what our opponent realizes is that having Medusas is also very good. They attacked first, but we get double attacks. And one thing we'll find here is the 2 attacks is better than 1. We actually have a bunch of upgraded characters. I don't think we do 22 damage if we win here, but we do quite a bit. Oh, see, they're going to get to attack with a Medusa. Do we do... So we have... So we do 21. Wow. Wow, if we could have just kept that one thing alive. Wow, that was tough. Yeah, let's try to find... Rotten Apple seems whatever. Again, we're just looking for Medusas, really. Fortunately, it seems like our opponent has all the Medusas. How smart of them. So we do have 2 5s. I wonder if it's better than this support, if it's better to just get a pumpkin in the back. It probably is. My thinking is that the pumpkin, since we have 2 5-drop evil characters and 1 6-drop, I think overall we're more powerful if we have this pumpkin around. Basically, what's going to happen is if we get 2 attacks off with Medusas, we'll probably win. If we don't, we'll probably lose. As long as they Medusa one of these last 2 things, I think we're fine. If they Medusa, you know, our front 2 things, we might have an issue. Or if they polymorph them, or something along those lines. As long as our Medusas are firing, we're really strong. Yeah, we take out the Medusas early. I think they get crushed here. What is this? Was this... Oh, you can croc a croc? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay, so they will get an attack off with their Medusas. Oh, they... Wow, it's a... Wow, this is quite the board. Why is that pumpkin so big? Oh, it got the friendly spirit buff. I was like, wow. It's like, what is even hitting this thing? So this thing actually does have Slay, so it would have attacked twice. Yeah, and we crushed them here. Turns out Medusas that attack twice are incredibly powerful. Still, you know, that hasn't changed in this patch. They actually took Medusa out for a little while and put it back in. and I think we're very happy that they put it back in. We actually gave up the first attack in order to keep this horn or the ivory owl. We could have maybe got rid of that, but it worked out overall. Another nice win, a lot of fun. This is a fun build. We had classic Sad Dracula, Snow Angel, also got the Medusa, had a weird little pumpkin at the end. We had a friendly spirit, Lancelot. We had all kinds of like cool stuff that just Dracula's fun because you go the sleigh build, but you don't need to put as many things into it. As long as you have a Shadow Assassin, you can sort of just add a bunch of other stuff. Everything, scales well. Everything scales somewhat when it gets, a sleigh. And then, having something like a friendly spirit scales well because it gets more attack and it shares that. Then Lancelot, since you're already triggering sleighs, it's more able to hit that breakpoint of 25 and then continuing growing 4+4. So we had the Baba Yaga to enhance that. And then, of course, your sleighs attack twice with Medusa was incredible. And then, of course, all of this added together with the Shadow Assassin. Even the Aeon in the back now has a sleigh buff, so it had to it. There's so much stuff that comes together with Sad Dracula, and you can play it. Usually you just want to buy a Shadow Assassin, but also you can just do a million other things, and it's just really, really fun. So, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it this game, and I'm glad to be playing again. I'm glad that I didn't buy any Bugbears because I was getting a little sick of those. And I'm glad we dropped down to 15 health very quickly, then got the Ivory Owl, and I actually don't think we lost another fight. Getting an early Ivory Owl. I think we got a treasure map, and then I don't even know what we would have tripled. Huh. Couldn't even tell you. But whatever we did triple, it worked out really well. And yeah, getting the Ivory Owl. I was going to take the Magic Sword, but I thought, we're probably going to be here for a little while. The Magic Sword's only going to, 100 attack is very, very strong, right? But when all your opponents have, say, 10 health, that 100 attack is just giving you 10 attack. So it's just a sting, and we already had a sting. So, don't be baited into thinking, yes, the Magic Sword is incredibly strong and sets up things incredibly well. It sets up Hercules, it sets up Lancelot, it sets up Dragon, it sets up so many things. It sets up Good Boy. It's so, so good, and it makes it so you slay almost 100% of the time. But early, if rushing out something there's some things that are very good to rush out. Ivory Owl early, means you have the compounding buff over the game. The Magic Sword early just means that you're doing tons of overkill, and that's not helping you there. So I think what we did was, we made some good choices. We fell behind early, maybe because of some bad choices, and then we put together, not even this isn't a comp you'd say, oh, this is really synergistic. Basically, it was a Medusa and a Shadow Assassin, and maybe the Baba Yaga that helped them grow, and then everything else was just sort of filler. We never found another Medusa. It looked like our opponent had, they were going monsters, so they had a couple of them, and we really struggled to find them, but, getting the 2 attacks, with it, even, we got pretty fortunate those last couple fights. I think even the one where we didn't get the first attack, they didn't target the Medusa or our Shadow Assassin, which meant that, those 2 characters getting 2 attacks basically just meant 2 things die immediately, and they don't trade back damage, so we're getting basically 2 for zeros, and that makes it very hard to win fights if your opponent's, 2 for zeroing you, especially with Medusa, which really mitigates the benefit of spawners. If someone, hits your Baby Bear twice, well, that's fine, you would like the Baby Bears to trade effectively, but if they don't, whatever. But this situation with Medusa, and that's one of the things about Medusa, it really it sort of collapses whatever your opponent has down to 0, which is fun because it's a good counter to a lot of things, but it also, if you're playing as it, is a little bit frustrating because it makes all your stuff feel like the same. Anything you have that gets attacked is a statue. So, fun game. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one.